Alright, greetings. This is Busch Gardens. Okay, we're going to connect. Men in Black wanted me to come here. That's all I have to add to that. So, much love, and see you on the other side. Blessings. Greetings. This is Agent N. There's Agent 12 here also, and Agent 13. Oh yes, we want to add a little bit of detail to our, yes, now the, one moment. We wanted to say blessings to you. We're still getting used to this connection. What we are wondering from you is you are wondering from us. One moment, there's a much activity here at this time. One moment. That'll get there for our communications.
No, don't touch. Remember germs?
Come on, Park. One thing we want to mention is about what we said about those involved with video games. Realize that some are infused into the systems. It's like they are the game themselves. They are lost. They are unconnected to their human endeavors. They're more of a video game type of human where they function within the system and not outside. Of course, you can do both, but many are controlled within these systems, just so you know. We're not out to bash all things, though sometimes we are, but not always. But that one is like all subjects are touchy subjects for some that have passions for certain things. But enough about that. We're still getting used to this connection. It'll still be some time for us to fully know what the hell we are doing here, or what this is, for that matter. But we tell you this, that your government is in panic mode at this time. No matter how the election is, whatever is being brought as for decision, there's going to be chaos no matter what. A trouble within the streets. Humanity is going to tear itself apart to some degree. As for your alien connection, we are not worried too much about that at this time. Far from it. One moment. One moment. I can't concentrate with this. Imagine you cannot either. I'm not sure how humanity can concentrate with it. They can't. But your government is in panic mode at this time. Is where your society is going. It is not going exactly in a place. It is going to be becoming uncontrolled also. In certain places that your government no longer has control over. I believe some of you are aware of this. It's going to become more like that over time. As humanity becomes more aware of itself, it will detach from what it's being told. They've already seen this over time, but they do feel that will increase. Not to say you're going to connect to your aliens anytime soon, but the stress for the government is going to increase greatly. As for upcoming events, that's all we can say. Not just channelers that are connecting to this. One moment. One moment, gathering data. One moment. Remote viewers is what your government uses on a daily basis. Some spend hours of time with the remote viewers, and some get obsessed over that type of information. One moment. They become obsessed over remote viewers as they're always gathering data. You know how when you have too much information, you go insane, and your government is part of that process. When you have too much and they have lost their minds, but they are not publicly known at this time. But as for where your political situation is, yes, it's all shit. But there is a shift going on as a transition to more of an alien knowledge that your government is becoming more aware of. One moment. As you become more aware of your aliens, so will your government become more lenient as for allowing this energy to enter into the mainstream and allowing it to become the norm, but a very controlled norm. So I don't think they do not know what's coming. As they do know what technologies are coming into your society, they are well aware of the alien knowledge that is slowly siphoning into your knowledge base. But as for what type of alien knowledge is mostly going to be fear-based for a while, until your society eventually grows up from that state of mind. But much of it will bring fear. If they bring aliens into your knowledge, it will be a fear-based. Also government fear-based also. Because they don't want you to go too far with that type of information. Your silver Pleiadian knowledge base, a lot of us we have silver Pleiadian type of energies. This is why silver Pleiadian did enter into your knowledge base, and more to come shortly, because they have much knowledge that will bring you adequate data that is reasonable. One moment. As we become more aware of humanity, as it becomes more alien knowledgeable, because for some time we felt humanity would never cross the line, but we do see crossing the line happen more often recently as you become more endowed with information. There is a transition that always goes through. Materialism is one thing that's holding your society captive, as you can tell. You can still balance materialism and spirituality as for knowledge, but until then, most of you are not going to be doing this. You're going to yes, your holidays are coming, so many are going to put themselves into a more materialistic mindset and forget about their spiritual connections, as you are connected to many things, and many things you already have but you do not remember. As for your aliens, as for loved ones that's crossed over, they're all around you, just not realizing it. And that knowledge base is a gift. And more of you humanity will realize you already have many gifts that you have not opened. That is when you bring in your aliens. Well, I believe many of you are aware of this, one moment, but your governments are in somewhat of a panic. As for your society becoming more aware of your aliens, because they're feeling like the more humanity knows, the more they're going to get pissed off. Which your government is going to get pissed because they can no longer hold grip of your planet. They can no longer hold it. But yes, as you can tell, it's a long time down the road. It's a very long time down the road, as you can tell. Because most of humanity is not ready, but eventually everything will start to click. It's like going up the escalators. Only a few will start doing it. After a while, the rest of the world will follow. It is just to realize that is the right way to go. As for us telling you this, as you can say, we see many things. One moment, yes, your grades are quite of a pain in the ass to us, but we have slightly become friends with them slightly. But we do use it. We have begun to use their technology, but much of the way is throw it away because we cannot trust any of their technology. So we are connected much to the Pleiadian energies. We do connect to a reptilian boss. Most of them are very humanoid, maybe hybrid beings and astral. Many of you might be visiting us in our meetings in a short time to understand that we can help you connect more of your alien friends. You realize you have to go through MIB to connect to your channelings. You're aware of that? Yes. And many of you have clearance, as you can tell. And those clearances will open up even more. There are many bird beings insectoids, etc., that will be brought into your society through channelings, through healings, through a knowledge base. You will know more about the tunnels under your earth. That many of you go there in astral to bring healing to you. As you go into astral, yes, you might go to the Pleiadians and other places, your Arcturians, but most of you go into Earth and go through Earth meetings, not necessarily government, but extraterrestrial meetings as for bringing assistance to humanity, as for alien awareness. You are aware of this, I hope so. If not, you will be. And many of us at MIB will be there, but as friends, not as foes. One moment. More knowledge will become more. It eventually drops in like raindrops as for information. It trickles in here and there as you become aware. One moment. Yes, many of you are part of the dinosaur collective. Many of you are not aware of this. Insectoids like to change the environment of your earth. They like to switch it around to fit their environment. This is why they're always buzzing around doing things. Your aliens are much more active. They are part of a opening up portals. Many of your insectoids open up many portals constantly, even those that should not be open. They're constantly moving along. That's kind of our pain in our ass at this time. Is that many wish to open humanity up to your aliens, and you open up portals that should not be open. We have to close them and investigate the beings that did this. So we are in a constant struggle. We are always constantly moving. Also, some of you might see us in a white room where you see an MIB agent. Some of you might have saw that in the Matrix, where you saw that in the beginning of it, where one of the agents was talking to, I believe his name is Neo. That is very much a Men in Black type of operation. Actually, much of that, instead of the negativity that was sprawled around that, but actually a lot of it is very MIB. Give you an idea. And much of that movie of the Matrix is very much an MIB type of delivery to humanity, to let it know that there's more going on. Yes, it might have through a lot of negativity, but it's also a wink wink, nod nod to humanity, to let you realize there's much going on. Yes, it threw a negative turn to it, but as an MIB awakening energy, as for your Matrix movies. Most of them are shit, but it does not matter. It is what the vibration is behind it. One moment. One moment. Evaluating. One moment. That's your MIB movie. That was out of our control. Some of your Hollywood, you know we exist, and thought it would be a gag of bringing it to your humanity's attention, and realized many would just laugh at it and move on. Your dinosaur world is very much real, but that is not configured in your society as for being believable, so it's not all. It is looked at as a joke. But it is very much real, but not going to be seen in your society anytime soon. It is not ready for it. And yes, your Africa is a laboratory at this time. And most of us as MIB agents aren't even allowed to be in those areas of the world. Your Syria, America, mostly America we're involved with. Many of your aliens are breaking rules all the time, so we are there to force those rules. And sometimes we appear here and there. Much gratitude to you all. I must be going. Much love. More to come later. Blessings. Greetings. This is Ishtar, the blue Pleiadians. Much love. One moment. Yes, this is quite nice. A nice environment for humans to enjoy. Yes. A place of adventure, but also another way of fulfilling one's adventurous desires. One moment. Yes, your Pleiadian connections on this world has increased greatly. The Arcturians also have connected to many of you in astral and will continue to do so as for unlocking your spiritual needs. Much is being done on this planet as for assisting its awakening process. Yes, we do see a great awakening coming, yes. A great one. A slow one, but a great one. As most of your humanity will eventually unlock from the prison of your humanity as for point of view. Another point of view will be brought to you slowly. As has been said many times, as many become unfulfilled on this planet, they will find other ways of connecting. As to bring happiness to them, they realize material possessions, even sometimes music, does not even bring enough of fulfillment as they go searching. And as they go on their search, they'll find much more than just an alien connection, but an alien direction. As for breathing light, breathing, either way, having light within the soul, as you can connect more. It does not necessarily have to be called a spiritual direction. It's becoming more of a direction to bring happiness into your life. It is your choice, of course. You can choose to just call all this rubbish and to go back into hiding. This is fine. None of this is going to be pressured on anyone. This is your process, your world. We are just bringing here assistance. If you do not want assistance, we'll be happy to step back. One moment. Would you feel you connecting more with your alien friend, your spiritual family also? Unlocking, instead of having a depression of going nowhere in life, you find somewhere in life. Some cannot avoid depression, of course, but we do see those energies eventually lightening up over time. This is a part of you that will eventually see the light. This will be a slow process, of course. But we do realize many do wish to have more of a happy point of view, more of a the drugs aren't working and this and that, as you become more docile to the situation at hand. Seems like an appropriate place to speak of this. Would you see many that have had a limitation with your soul yourself will shut you down in some regard to force you to awaken. Will force you to awaken spiritual energies that is already known to you in some shape or form. Your soul sort of kicks you in the butt, you can say. Would you see this energy increasing much with many on your planet? Hold on. But we do see many joining the Galactic Federation of Light as becoming more aware of it. You're already in the process of it. We see the awakening patterns happening within now and the next 10 years, maybe 20 years, depending on what humanity wishes to have in its efforts. We do see many politicians actually being involved with it because they're already aware of our energies and have no problem joining it, realizing humanity is not ready and even trying to keep the energies down from your world. As for awareness, one moment. But this is going to be an ongoing, I will not say battle, it's not a correct word for it. But we do see many of your politicians opening up to alien energies before humanity does, because they already have an idea of what is going on. who better to connect to that? Even your Hillary Clinton is well aware of what's going on, but has no business in entering into that discussion. Your Men in Black will have no problem of squeezing those thoughts out of her mind. They have ways of doing it. As for removing much information from her, but we not see a process that would be nothing that's too harmful, but we do see her memory being blanked out constantly because she does know a little bit more than she needs to. Your Bill Clinton also knows, but he is so indulged in money, women, but mostly money. You'd be surprised. Women, yes, but the wealth is very much in his energy. He enjoys that greatly. I believe that's already seen to some degree. Yes, his age has made that women factor kind of toned down, but it's not as active as it was before. One moment. But the reason we're bringing up your politicians is because many of them are well aware. As for your local governments, there's a possibility. The energy is not very high, but as for your your Washington D.C. government, they are well aware. It's like we know there's a presence here, but we'd rather not say. And they do feel the vibration of their Capitol building erupt often. As for beings that are sometimes upset of some of the decisions that are made, and some politicians do become tired at times, is because there's beings there to just wipe their energy out. Reptilians are known for this. Syrians also. Yael is known for that also. You'd be surprised, much of your Yael is actually involved in your government more than any other species because they're part of your DNA. So they take a big part. Yes, they're Illuminati energies, but not just that. There are different levels of Yael that's very much involved in your society. One moment. Your Yael has not been quite explored for some time now, has it? It has not been quite figured out. It's not intended to, but eventually it will be. But you've realized your Yael is very much a royalty species on your planet. Your Majesty, what is it they call themselves? Your Queen of England has much Yael energy. Yes, there is reptilian royalty energy there, but very much a Yael type of species. Of course, they have connections with different, but Yael is definitely the DNA that sparks it all. And their DNA has been tampered with often, as you can see, because many are still alive, as you can tell. And it will be a planned death whenever they do feel like leaving this earth, but they do not see it happening anytime soon. They do know their time is coming, but they have no plans of leaving, as far as I can tell, at this moment. Now, this can change between now and then, but this time it seems like they plan on staying on this world for some time. One moment. We do have a message for humanity. As for your David Icke, we do see him awakening more of the positive versions of alien, of your positive reptilian. We do see that coming more into your environment over time. That is very exciting. That would be sometime in your future, but we do see that happening. He is becoming more aware. There are places he does not want to go. It is troublesome sometimes, but he is he is called a darling within the alien communities, yes. To take that chance of what he has done. It is a great deal of gratitude for what he has done. He is connected to what he feels is right. And that is very brave of him, because he lost much attention from that, but also gained a great amount of attention. So he is well tuned. There's more to come for that being. It's very exciting to know that person exists. One moment. Because your Earth skepticism of our presence will eventually fade out over time as we become more present on your world. Realize the spiritual energies aren't always enough for everyone to connect to, but it is a start. It will be a long start, because many are still reluctant to connect to aliens. It's still a far thinking, is far from their normal ideas of thought, which is quite understandable. One moment. We also do see energies around your Egypt changing drastically. One moment. As you know, your pyramids are well protected at this time. Much more will be known of your pyramids. I believe already some of it has become knowledge, and more of it will continue to do so. As for public, it is hard to say, but more knowledge is becoming of your pyramids that was not known before. Mostly in closed doors, but if you're spiritually aware, you will know there's much more going on. There's much more going on than what you see in your third dimension. Your third dimension is quite nice, yes. But your fourth and fifth has where all the action is. Just to give you an idea. There are many temples in the fourth dimension that are in that space at this time. That are bringing protection to those pyramids. The Orion group has a great energy there of protection. Just to give you an idea. That's all I have for you. I must be leaving. Much love. Yes, much elemental energies, and they all send their love to you.